Hi, good evening, and I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2. I would like to thank you for tuning in. We are going to get right back into the Black Woman's Guide to understanding the Black man. I certainly hope that peace and blessings have been upon you this day. Now, let's go ahead with take number 22 here on Poem Praise 2. Then again, not take 22. We already did that on the last take. If you heard that one, it's before this one. So what this going to be, instead of take 22, add 1, it's going to be take 23 in chapter 5. And it goes like this. Let's go ahead and get it started. Okay. The black men who graduate from African American colleges are ultimately not in any better condition than the ones who attended European ran universities. They matriculate, seek positions, preferably somewhere near the Fortune 500 or the other corporate appropriate affiliation. They launch into giving every drop of brain power they have to a European firm, for as long as they permit them to. Many of the younger graduates are determined to get a better job than their fathers. Most of their parents sent them to college to qualify for that singular accomplishment. To get a good or better job. Every educational aim black men have had for the past years have been motivated by him trying to prepare himself to get a gig in one of the European-owned existing operations. Even those who do go into business do not feel comfortable in their careers unless they are integrated as far as possible into the European equation of their selected vocation. Some even hire whites. Due to government cutbacks and affirmative action, stipulation, many black men are finding it's not as easy to snuggle in the warm armpits of the European corporate body. The black man is the original form of human life to first surface the earth. He used to be the most peaceful and most powerful ruler on the planet. But he has dropped to his lower level ever recorded, and until he replaces the information that led him to the spot he is in today. His current endangerment will develop into his extinction. Television is partially responsible for the miseducation of black youth. Studies say that 9% of an American child's life is spent on education. 91% is spent watching television and playing sports or video games. Yearly, this breaks down to 11,000 hours per year spent on school and 18,000 hours staring at a TV. Set. Television programs teach values, standards, ethics, sexuality, ways to commit crimes, loopholes in the law, styles of dress, how to make excuses, how to get out of doing things, how to kill people, how to torture animals, how to smuggle drugs, how to rape or mug, integration, religion, and zillions of other immoral and illegal activities. The message of violence and situation ethics are no longer considered subliminal. The easy availability of cable provides easy access to X-rated movies at any time of the day or night. Television is a teaching tool. Is not a real world, but a black child who spends hours daily admiring and longing for the rich living lifestyles portrayed on television is more apt to look at his own surroundings and feel inadequate. Develop resentment for people who live in luxury and become obsessed with obtaining material possessions that he learns from the television to equate with success. The VCR machine is not much better. Movies are easily rented, and many a child and adult is under the video spell, hypnotized by watching hours of motion pictures with no commercial breaks. Few children have been educated on how to watch television. First of all, every program on television is designed and specifically geared to attract consumers to see commercials to sell stuff. They provide a constant review of products, repeated on the average of every 3 to 5 minutes. It's easy enough to claim that blacks always get the poorest, most degrading roles on television. But black actors are not forced to take the part. So if they keep showing up in low-grade roles, it's because they choose to. Either for the money or raw exhibition purposes. Black men are back acting in movies now. Spike Lee melted the ice a few years back, and since that time, history is repeating itself. Back in the 60s, due to the civil rights movement, blacks were given new opportunities to break into Hollywood and star in movies. After a few brief years of being given the chance to act out their warped fantasies on the wide screen in stories about drugs, pimps, karate heroes, sweaty slaves, gangsters, dope addicts, and black versions of monster movies, black actors fell from grace with the theatrical world. The movies became more and more pointless, slid to being ignorant, and ended up being remembered as plain silly. Today, the same thing is happening in the same incestuous way. Black men and women are starting to show up in unrealistic, comedic, or crime-laden roles. The producers of these films say they present stories featuring actual black lifestyles currently going on. If they are currently going on, then African Americans already are familiar with the plots and climaxes. And if movies are going to ever be viewed as educational tools, then they should write scripts showing that black life should be as opposed to the confusion it's in today. The black filmmakers have another unique chance while they have the attention of the public to produce creative pictures of new images and positive ideas. If they don't do this, it won't be long before they are obliterated from the big show again. Remember that movies like television are concocted to attract movie lovers who will spend money to go see a movie. When any particular topic or image loses its drawing power, they move on to the next prevailing attraction. They should be making films about African Americans to sell to schools and movies featuring capitalism, tricks for the black dollar, and attention. The subjects are endless. Every movie, video, television show, or picture poster teaches something and conveys a meaning. Academicians report that black boys respond poorly in math. Math produces analytical skills, sadly missing in black men. Math has rules which must be remembered throughout the solving of a problem. This is a thinking process that black men do not have. When engaged in various types of encounters, both positive or negative in nature, they do not know the rules to call on to make value judgments or arrive peacefully at a solution each time they encounter the same type of problem. The basic tenets of math are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Theoretically, they signal addition, when to do more or give; subtraction, when to stop, pull; multiplication, when to join, build on; divide, separation, and elimination. Math teaches life coping skills and how to keep certain values and standards in mind when working through conflict or confusion. Like math, when these skills are known in practice, the answer comes out right. This is an example of the way that mathematics can be used to teach black youth the importance of learning rules and how to use them. Meanwhile, each year, thousands of black men graduate from college and cannot find employment to exercise their newly acquired skills. Unless the introduction of education is altered to become a more usable and tangible tool, it will become extremely difficult to continue to convince black youth of the value of getting an education. Because when they get out of school, having such knowledge as they receive now, if they can't secure a job, the education proves to be a waste of time and money. They are not trained to do anything with the education but to seek employment, working for you know who. Some are in debt and hefty student loans, which they can't pay back because they can't find work. Black men learn attitudes and information from many sources. One of the more unusual ways is through superstitious nonsense. The ones they are the most familiar with originate from Judeo-Christian lore. They are, and I'm going to stop it right there because I want you to think what's going to come on Poem Praise 2 on take number 24 with the most familiar ordinate from Judeo-Christian lore. What we learn from somebody else in regards to what they was teaching up here in the dome. We're going to break it down. Yes, we are. I see it's 3 of them. And continue on here on Poem Praise 2. So stay tuned while we get through the Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man. And with that, be blessed. Have a wonderful evening. Okay? Later, y'all. Peace be to you. And peace out. From me to you on Poem Praise 2.